Show. It's the Murder Master Music 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 Show. Hip-hop is dead, but we don't resurrect it. You follow what mainstream says, but here it gets rejected. If you wearing tight jeans, don't expect to get respected. I'm from a time where wearing black was always on your checklist. From a time where faggots get checked if they reckless. From a time where if you got too much shine, we snatch your necklace. This real shit here, Illuminati, fuck the industry. We represent the street and they respect our street ministries. Hate no sorts and cut the middleman, literally. This hip-hop savior, our birth scenes like nativity. This a place where no one sells out for relevability, and the masses can get a chance to explore more creativity. You gotta be kidding me. If you call that hip-hop, niggas with high shades and fluorescent flip-flop. We killin' Big Brother, cause we know he watch. You don't like what I'm doing, then you can suck mine. And you don't Murder Master Music Show. It's the 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 Murder Master Music Show.
Episode 279, man. We're getting up there, man.
Creeping.
Almost at 300. We're getting there. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who've been sticking with us all these years, man, thank you. You know, real talk. We appreciate your support. Man, before we get in the show, we got a few little things to talk about. First and foremost, I want you to support a longtime friend, not only of ours, but also of UGS Radio, you know what I'm saying, Underground Society, the show. Please do me a favor and support our friend Kenny's mother. She just passed recently. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I'm saying, if you can, you know, even if it's just a share, you know what I'm saying, that would be grateful. Please do so. Go to GoFundMe.com/2 CBYHTO. That's /2 CBYHTO. GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. Like I said, even if it's just a share, you know, that would be a huge blessing. You know what I'm saying? On a happier note, you know what I'm saying, we don't hate to report sad news, you know what I'm saying? But on a happier note, I want to announce the homie Ben Westhoff's book, Original Gangsters, that's going to be coming out in September. We're actually going to have him on the show either end of August, early September. It's a West Coast book of who's who. I mean, it dates all that early Macola stuff, you know what I'm saying, all the way up to Tupac, and of course NWA, and of course the Murder Master Music Show. We were fortunate enough to be in it. Man, they took a couple quotes from the KD interview we did. You know what I'm saying? They took a couple quotes from Gary Ballin interview we did, you know, Ruthless Records. Some good stuff, man. It feels good to be in a book. You know what I'm saying, man? It feels good that we're getting recognized.
Yeah.
You know, and also
because they didn't even have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them for real, prayers, because we, you know, the long hours, the long nights, you staying up typing out shit. When we get accolades like that, it almost make it worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money ain't just flowing in like the Nile River right now, but you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this, you can't put dollar prices on somebody recognizing the work that we've been putting in. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, man. What we're doing set in stone. Also, check out the film. It doesn't have a U.S. release date yet, but it's overseas right now. It's The Kings of Compton. They got some of our Jerry Heller interview up in there, so we're in that documentary as well. We're doing a lot of things, and we're also shedding light on a lot of artists all across the globe. Tonight we have an artist. His name is A1Yo. Without further ado, I'm going to bring him on right now because we got some dope tracks to listen to. Literally, this guy is A1Yo. A1Yo, what's up, homie?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, first and foremost, welcome to the Murder Master Music Show, man. It's an honor to have you here with us tonight.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to be here, man.
Man, A1, where are you from for the cats listening?
Oh, man, I'm originally from East Oakland, California, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Straight out the bay, you know.
Legendary stuff. East Oakland, when I think of East Oakland, I think of the names of, Pooh Man, Cats, Loonies, whatnot.
Spice.
Did you grow up?
Hell yeah.
Spice, of course. Did you grow up listening to them guys, or did you know any of them?
Shit, I didn't, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know none of them, but I used to go and support their music at the local record stores, though. Like at T.Y. Uzi's that was down there, at the Eastmont Mall. I used to go down there, buying a lot of Cats records and stuff. I was a little kid, man, listening to that stuff I probably shouldn't have been listening to, you know what I'm saying? But, man.
I was one of them, too, man. It made it all the way over here to Illinois, of course, you know what I'm saying, Life of a Criminal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Classic albums. Did that influence your music today?
Hey, yeah, to be honest with you, the grind, all that, the music, the sounds, the slang, all that, I think, kind of shines in my music, It kind of stands out, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's what I grew up to. I grew up on them dudes before they got the name that a lot of them got now. I was buying the independent stuff for real, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that goes back to, like, Master P, Mama's Bad Boy. Like, a lot of people don't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? They might now because of the internet, but back then, I mean, a lot of people only knew them for them mainstream albums. But,
about Getaway Clean and the Real Untouchables and
E40,
those
E40
early intermittent
Federal
releases. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it all the way back to E40 Federal, you know what I'm saying? I'm buying those, you know what I'm saying? And so,
you just like us, you grew up off of that real good, mob shit. You know what I'm saying? They call it mob music or whatnot. And here we are in 2016, though. What do you, what's the major difference that you see in the music? Because I'm noticing, the underground, there's a lot of dope stuff, a lot of dope artists like yourself, but I think the mainstream, to me, is kind of fucked up. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think that, it's just, everybody's trying to sound a certain way just because this person may have made it, or he's getting some light off of rapping this way or making beats this way. Everybody else follows him behind instead of just saying, I'm going to stick to whatever touches my ear, and then putting that out. Nobody wants to just put their own creativity out. They feel like they need to sound like this guy who made it. It seems like, in order for them to get somewhere. And it's like, I don't know. That's so we got a bunch of that. It's just like everybody, like everybody say, the music kind of sounds the same, But there are some people out there who, got their own lane and they're kind of standing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Me. Oh, what was you gonna say?
I said it's a lot of repetition and a lot of the same.
Yeah, and me myself, I'm the type of dude. I only go off of what I like to hear and what I want to hear and what I think sounds good, and I'm gonna just put that out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, unfortunately, who tends to like the kind of music I like. I guess you could say, and so, I'm not scared to put out what I like.
Right. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't like y'all was just saying, me and Prez used to call them the TCs, the trend chasers. we even experienced a few of the underground legends and the old school legends, trend chasing, so to speak, the sound, like what everything else going on. So I always like to. It'd be so refreshing to hear new music that don't sound like you're tracing the trend or jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, I gotta have a trap song. I gotta have this song. I gotta have my auto track. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Prez been hearing good music for like the last 3-4 years, new shit, but none of it's getting played on the radio. You know what I'm saying? As far as mainstream, but we've been hearing good shit. You know what I mean? But the motherfuckers that's listening, the shit's still out here. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta really, you gotta really dig for it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we got some dope right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into one of these tracks. You sent me 4 bangers. Let's give them hand-to-hand transactions. I think that's something we all know a little something about. And, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's CDs, which we got to speak on that too. Innocent man was essentially murdered today for selling CDs.
Horrible.
Or a couple days ago, I saw the video of his kid, and it just it made me sick. Knowing that this happens, and here you are as an artist. You know what I'm saying? That could have been you. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
That could have been.
Real shit.
That could have been
I
a lot
do
of
the same
these guys.
thing sometimes.
Yeah. It's crazy. It really is. It really is, man. But this song here, Hand to Hand Transactions. Tell us about this song, if you can. Intro for us, brother.
Okay, it's just basically, man, at the moment when I was actually written that track, man, I was off in the streets heavy with my mixtape before that one was called On the Block. You know what I'm saying? We had me and a few of my homeboys, we was out there for real, like, man, hitting hoods, the whole nine, man, really making hand-to-hand transactions, you know what I'm saying? And so when I started working on the new one, that just, I said, how am I really living, I'm making hand-to-hand transactions, you know what I'm saying, off this A1 Yo. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to be right back. We're going to speak with more with A1 Yo right here in the Murder Master Music Show, this hand-to-hand transactions. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, A1, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you was breaking up. What was you saying?
Oh, no, I wasn't saying anything. I think I heard what you heard too, actually. But no, I was listening to what you were saying, actually.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Must have been some weird feedback on the line or something. No, but the Bay is real innovative. Did you, growing up, did you soak up a lot of that game?
Oh yeah, man. Of course, man. Shit, I was in the streets for real out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man. We done hustled all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out there.
Did you, what about as far as, the Bay has also been known for its connections, with the Midwest, Kansas City, of course. Did you ever go out to the Midwest and do any shows or perform or anything like that?
Oh, well, now to keep it a buck with you, I haven't actually been out that far, you know what I'm saying? I like through the internet, of course. It kind of seems like a few of these KC cats, you know what I'm saying, feeling me, you know what I'm saying. But no, I haven't just actually been on that gravel out there, you know what I'm saying, and locked in like that though. But that's something that I wouldn't mind doing,
Hell yeah, hit the road and you know what I'm saying, really get out there. How long have you been rapping for?
It's like. Man, I've been rapping, man, since a little kid, man. What I used to do, man, when I was in elementary, like, man, listening to a lot of these tapes, I used to look on the back of the tape and call the record companies, man, and be like, as a kid, like, asking, how can I get a record deal? I'd ask them questions like that, and, a lot of them tell me, send me a bio and a demo, things like that. So I'd record on a karaoke machine and try to send tapes off and all that. But, it was... I didn't really get no response from that. I did get one dude, though, man, over there in San Francisco, man. He put out a tape called The Fast One. I think he was, like, wherever The Fast One recorded at. He was a guy out of San Francisco. And, he asked me to come over there, but I was so young, and my mom, she didn't want to just, let me go off like that, be way over there in San Francisco, on some, and so it did, I just couldn't, get it going in Oakland like I wanted to. Then I just started getting into the streets at the same time. So I got to the point where like, man, fuck all that shit, and so when I moved to Texas, man, that kind of like, man, kind of cleared a lot of the negativity away, and not to say that it ain't popping out here on some, shit like that, but, it just, where I was at in the country where, I started, living at, it was, I had time to kind of focus on what I wanted to do and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, so, by the time the technology with the internet comes along and stuff, my boy, he was telling me about, certain shit on how to work this and that, and then I kind of just started getting into it, and I was working a job, right? And I knew I was about to get fired from this job. And so a skill that I learned being in Oakland, hustling on the streets, was selling candy and pumping gas, you know what I'm saying, that kind of hustle, right? And so I said, what I'm going to do, man, because I knew I was about to get fired, I said, I'm going to just go and take it back to the gravel, man, and I'm going to press up my own CDs, man. I'm going to, get my covers straight, my flyers straight, man, and I'm going to go and hit the streets just like I used to do with that candy and shit, man, selling that candy, man. Had that, that proper attitude from when I'm approaching somebody about pumping gas, I'm being kind of respectful and trying to get business done. So I just took all that, man. I just put it into the music, man. And so I'd say about 2008, you know what I'm saying, about 2008, 2009, that's when I just started hitting the streets with my shit and been going with it ever since.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're coming up on a decade in it, and you're definitely a veteran. At this point in the game, you know what I'm saying, what's the biggest thing you've learned, you know what I'm saying, as far as being a rap artist?
Shit, man. What I could say, man, it's almost like, man, what I heard the dude, Mr. Fab, say one time, you know what I'm saying, in the interview I looked at, it doesn't seem like the talent, especially of today now, is like the talent ain't, all it takes to, you know what I'm saying, get somewhere, Seem like now, and, I'm only speaking from today's type of, the music game that I'm kind of, in, fucking with right now. Because back in the day, I would have loved to have been in it, I think. Because, when I started doing it, I was putting tapes in stores. Well, if I would have been doing that back in the 90s, I think I would have had a better chance of, being a lot further along. But, yeah, nowadays, like I say, it just seems like you got to have some kind of controversy behind you almost, you know what I'm saying? And that's all good, but, that's one thing I can't, some real shit that I say I have learned, you know what I'm saying, that the talent ain't all it takes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that's still out there that just think, as long as I keep making songs, as long as I keep making, and that's all gravy too, but I don't know, it's,
yeah, it's almost like you always gotta have that, like you said, that controversy, or you gotta be on that fuck shit or that motherfucking gay shit to get recognized. You know what I'm saying? The only motherfuckers that's getting recognized is the dudes that's acting fruit pie-ish, or the motherfuckers that's, extra gang, like destroy, like they watching them destroy themselves, like the Chief Keefs and them type of motherfuckers. Like these record companies, which they do understand, but they don't understand that these little kids look up to that shit. So you're gonna have certain kids want to be fruit pies, and then you're gonna have certain kids want to be extra gang bang ass motherfuckers. Then you're gonna have certain kids acting like they privileged when they don't even have the money and all the shit to live the lives that they want to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's all dying down while it's growing. You see what I'm saying? Like hip hop bigger than it ever been, but us being enthusiasts of the hip hop, it's just like it's dying on the inside. It's got cancer in that motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying?
The internet got it wide open right now, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And you would think with the internet and all this other shit, it'd be easier for the real shit to get out there because it's so accessible now. Like, if you had had all your CDs in the stores, you probably could have just been regional. Like now, you can go worldwide. You know what I'm saying? You can go nationwide without even having to leave your computer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You would think that it would be easier for us to hear the good shit all the time, but I don't understand why it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And to keep
it's like they still got a stranglehold on it.
And there's some game, you know what I'm saying, for the ones who don't know, but the rap game is on the internet now, man. For real. And
Yeah.
that's the way it feel to me, man. I mean, it's that's how you finding out about what's hot. I mean, ain't nobody I don't know, it ain't it ain't like the BETs no more, you know what I'm saying? The rap cities, it's these blogs.
Right. We don't even have I'm about to say we don't even have those kind of formats. It's like I find out what's popping through the social media and mostly YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then
that's real. That's
YouTube
real.
generate they generate what they're gonna show you by what you always watching or what you liking. So you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not on to certain things, you won't never see it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you always watch old school West Coast hip hop videos, that's all that's gonna pop up for you. So you have to you still have to step out there and search for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now somebody can hear you on this show and all your shit'll pop up with it. Yeah, they can put your name in the search bar and they can go and find your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I've been a heavy music consumer for years, buying, from the stores, and I seen it when it went straight to the internet. I was like, damn, So music stores are still closing down. I know this one in called Hastings in Waco. I think they went bankrupt or something, and I don't know if it's all right to talk about stuff like that, but I mean, they're pretty much look like they're shutting down,
I miss the days of going to the stores.
Rose Records, Coconuts, you know what I'm saying? All these different stores, but then the mom and pop shops too. These little shops that those were the best, and they're all gone. There's just a handful of them left. That's the sad part to me, to see them phasing the shit out. The other day, I got a package in the mail from Sony Records. It's rare for me to get a package. I used to get them every fucking day from record companies. But now all I get are these press kits, electronic press kits, because the way of the internet. I get a CD of Sony Records. Okay, let's see what this shit is. I open it up. It's fucking Maxwell. So it's like, get that shit off to the side. I'll give it to somebody that wants it. I definitely don't want it.
You have to bump that on that's a different time and place. You want to listen to some R&B and shit. You expecting these motherfuckers to send you some new hot shit. Yeah, and they want to see you some smooth
I've been doing rap
groove.
journalism for 20 years. Send me some rap. But we got another track right here, Banana in the K. I think that's self-explanatory, A1. But go ahead and intro this one for us, brother.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and I don't condone the violence unless necessary. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's just all about, thinking about this little old thing that I had, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was, man, that banana, man, and so that's just, I just thought I'd stick to the script and write about something that the type of music that I like to hear myself. And
I just let these monkey motherfuckers know.
Hey,
Get you a banana.
Hey, nowadays, we all might be needing that shit. Shit's
Hell yeah, man.
Banana in the K right here, A1. Yo, we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, UGSforlife.com. If you want to, hit them lines, 714-409-0548. We'll be right back with A1. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we got more music, you know what I'm saying? Now, when you're making your music, you know what I'm saying, how do you go about doing it? Some people, they need to get into a zone. They need to have this or that in the studio. They need to get fucked up a little bit. Or what's your recording process like?
Oh, well, shoot, me, man, of course, with this worldwide internet, man, now a lot of these producers, man, I like to dig off in the crates, man. I like to go for the stuff that people ain't touching. I like to go for those producers because they're going to have something. I might run through a bunch of whack beats, but then there's going to be one that's going to be like, man, just sitting
you can
there.
Do something with it.
Yeah. And so I just, man, I take my time and I go pick out about like 12 of them from different motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, I just, you know what I'm saying? I get my little writing down, you know what I'm saying? I take my time, get on a good blunt or so, you know what I'm saying? And shit, write them out, you know what I'm saying, to the beats or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Have them ready. Then boom, I got, you know what I'm saying, I get at my boy, you know what I'm saying, Mike T, in-house music, you know what I'm saying, I get him to record me, you know what I'm saying? And hey, we make that magic, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go, man. It's just, you know, I take my time with the beat picking though. You know what I'm saying? You know,
listening to your these couple of tracks that I heard, you kind of put me in the mind frame of like Prayers. Remember that one group Pete them had out of I think they was from Oakland too, Steady Mob and this shit.
Yeah, Blood Money, man.
You kind of you know what I'm saying, like
premeditated.
It's like like some new age, that type of shit. I can hear the Bay all day. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit nice to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I appreciate
Keep pumping
that
shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and so I think that's where like I say, I think that's where the sound of it that touches my ear with a lot of these producers. They might be from anywhere, but they got some shit in there that they just maybe don't know that I love to have. And so, you know, I actually spin with these guys, you know what I'm saying? I don't just rip beats from people and shit, you know what I'm saying? I actually spin with these guys and get the beat, you know, and it's on, you know. A lot of these dudes, you hear the tag all through their beats. You only gonna hear it one time with me.
Right, you feel me? You're gonna take it and make it yours, and that's cool too, man. And I hope people listening, man. So submit y'all beats to him, because he just let y'all know that he spinned and he searched through beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you motherfuckers out here making tracks, man. This motherfuckers out here looking to get them.
On your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Send them your beats. What's the best way they can get in touch with you if they want to send you some music?
Oh, man, they could touch me at, you know, my email. It's jmsslaine@yahoo.com. That's my email. Or you could just, you know what I'm saying, search for A1-YO on YouTube and, you know, hit my YouTube channel. Leave a comment in one of the videos, you know what I'm saying. My Twitter, @A1YO, just A1YO. And, yeah, man, just lock in with me. It's very easy, you know what I'm saying, because I'm pretty much, once you type in that A1-YO, yes, that's me all day. I ain't hard to find. I am not hard to find on the internet.
See, that's the thing right there, you know what I'm saying? So make sure to get on Google, you know, A1-YO. And, of course, you know what I'm saying, we're going to definitely have this interview archived over at ugsforlife.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go back and listen to the archive if you haven't heard the show, because I know some of you motherfuckers are sleeping right now. You know, you get up in age like me, man. You get a little tired around 9 p.m. I know that. I fully know it. But that's why the show's downloadable, so make sure you go to ugsforlife.com. But
yes, sir.
What's out in the streets right now, A1YO, that people can cop? You got an album or anything you're promoting right now?
Oh, man, right now I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, still promote this Underworld. You know what I'm saying? That's my new project, you know what I'm saying? But I got tons of albums that you can get on iTunes, you know what I'm saying? Block Music, Murph Music, Block Work. Let me see, hand-to-hand transactions. On the block, you go to CD Baby especially and go support me. Let me see, Scrape Business. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Man, I know I'm probably leaving one or two out, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I'm about to say, not to cut you off, and then this is another way you could tell he from the Bay, Prayer. Every time we had the Bay Cats on and you ask them what they got going, they'll start naming off a gang of shit, and they always be like, because that just let us know how much work y'all be putting in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
For real, man. Like, I was listening to when we
there.
had, if you listen to any of our interviews with Yuck Mouth, he do it all the time. We ask him something, and he named off like 50 million fucking things. And you know, you can go see this shit.
I got my bins, I got that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, them Bay Cats, man, they be on it, man. They be on that shit.
Yeah, the Bay ain't fucking around. And you brought this down to Texas, you know what I'm saying, and done the same thing. What part of Texas did you move to?
It's a town called Groesbeck.
Okay, so that's you mentioned Waco. That's
right.
probably that's around Waco, right?
Yeah. It's pretty close to Waco though.
Yeah.
And it's almost like in the center of. You can go to Dallas, Houston, Waco, or yeah, either one from here, you know.
So you like that middle ground and shit.
Hustler, I remember Hustler E, dope artist out of Waco. I reviewed a couple of his CDs, I believe.
Yeah.
I always say I believe because I don't know. There's so many fucking CDs that I've done over the years, but I know he's a dope artist out of there. Texas is another state too. They don't fuck around with their hustle.
Yeah, they get their grind
South Park
on too.
Coalition is proof of that. Rap-A-Lot Records is proof of that. I mean, and then you got Dallas, Fort Worth. You got all these different spots. You know what I'm saying? When you got to Texas from Oakland, what was the biggest difference and the biggest change that you noticed?
Shit, let me see. When I got here, you know what I'm saying? Well, are you talking about like the difference between Oakland and down here, I guess you could say? Well,
yeah. I mean, not just musically, but also, you know what I'm saying, like as far as just living in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was it? I mean, was it like a fish out of water experience? Because me personally, I moved from Chicagoland, which is millions of people, down to Southern Illinois to a small town of maybe like 5,000 people, very very small town. You know what I'm saying? And it was a culture shock to me. Matter of fact, it still is. People look at me and like, you don't belong here. Where the fuck you from? They already know I'm from somewhere else once they see me. Do they know you're from the Bay?
Yeah, well, no, I had a long-time friend, because he used to come down here every summer and actually visit, and so I had a long-time friend that I, knew, and he knew I was from Cali. A lot of people, they don't really know the difference between Cali and, like Northern Cali and Southern Cali. They just know Cali.
Right.
And so they thinking I was around the Bloods and the Crib. They they thought I was around all that. And I'm like, no, in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no Bloods or Crips out there. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, man, it was very different for me. It was very different for me because I'm used to seeing, being in Oakland, I'm used to seeing, you know what I'm saying, niggas on the blocks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just everything is just wide open right in your face when you're in Oakland. When you come here, on the other hand, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't just in your face, but, you know what I'm saying, shit pop, but it ain't in your face, and so you'll just roll through this little town and won't think shit about it, you know what I'm saying? Won't even look for it, because it's not, you don't just see it, but... Right. Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, my bad.
Oh, no, but once I got to talking to people and stuff, and, yeah, they heard my voice, a lot of people automatically knew, like, no, you ain't from around here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm, you know what I'm saying, from Oakland, California, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of how my rap name came about, actually, from down here. People didn't, I was telling them from the West Coast, they thinking East Coast, they're not, a lot of people just don't really know what's the difference and shit. And so one dude thinking he heard me say my name was Yo, and then before, I'm telling the dude, no, my name ain't Yo. Then before you know it, somebody else calling me Yo, and then I just got the name. Everybody just calling me Yo. They knew that, if nothing else, they knew me as Yo. So then when I started, trying to rap again, I said, I'm going to just put that A1 with that Yo, and that's how my rap name came about. But yeah, no, when I talked to them, they knew I wasn't from here, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I already know it, because you moved from, it'd be different, like if you moved from somewhere else in the South to Texas, it'd be different because you still had that Southern accent. But they probably, when you first moved there, they probably said you sound like a white boy or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I moved from Memphis from Chicagoland area to Memphis, and it was like, man, you just sound like you a white dude. And I'm like, you motherfuckers must don't know the white people where I'm from, because I know I don't sound like exactly like them. Like I can, we can all talk the same, but I understood what they talking about. But I'm like, this shit crazy, man. So for a while, I wouldn't even say nothing around people. Yeah, I wouldn't even really talk to a whole lot of people, just because I didn't want them to be looking at me like they look at me one way. He looked just like a Memphis nigga, and then as soon as he started talking, wait a minute, where he from? Where he from?
Yeah. Hey, but with the females though, it was all gravy though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's always good with them. They love that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah though, like you say though, so they knew that I wasn't from here when they hear me talk and stuff, and
What about with you being from Oakland? I could think of a motherfucker if you be getting up on tracks that you should holler at. And if you ain't got the contacts, I think he on my Facebook and I follow him on Twitter and shit. And he fuck with the people too. Real ass cat, but some of the coldest beats I ever heard from out where y'all from is EA Ski, man. EA Ski got still to this day, Prez. Cold ass motherfucking beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think he sell features and fuck with the public like that. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of EA Ski.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's legendary. You know what
I
I'm
remember,
saying?
like, that's another cat, you know what I'm saying? Like one step at, I think it was One Step at a Time, or, I mean, it was, or Put the Bullet to Your Head. It was something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I bought a few of his singles back in the Gap, though, EA Ski and CMT. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck with a lot of that.
Yeah, but check them out, though. Some of his beats, they still banging. Hell yeah. And he fuck with P&M and shit, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm following him on, I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. I'm following him on Twitter and stuff, but yeah, I might try to see if I can reach out to him or something. I don't know. I mean.
Yeah, I think your style and your sound real good on the ski track. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll be dope.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, speaking of dope, you know what I'm saying? Let's give him another one. Let's give him this one, A1 Dope. Another one. Self-explanatory, man. I'm taking it as a metaphor for your music mixed with the streets, but give us the real on this A1 Dope track.
Oh man, I just feel like, hey, that track right there, the beat, everything, man, I was straight dope, nothing but dope, man, and so I had to put that A1 stamp on it, though, you know what I'm saying, with the dash. That one right there, it's off of The Underworld.
Okay.
Yeah,
my
latest
that's
project.
The one that's available right now.
Yeah.
If people want to get it, you said they can get it at CD Baby?
Yeah, they can get it at CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, you know what I'm saying, all the online sites, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Then if you know what I'm saying, I got it just in case you want free download, that's Spinrilla, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
See, that's what's up. Some artists, you know what I'm saying, they're willing to do that, you know what I'm saying, for promotional purposes. You know what I'm saying? And, but some definitely ain't going to do it. I remember back in the days, Rap a Lot, man, if they would see somebody on the street selling their music or something, this is back when CDs were a little more prevalent than what they are today. I mean, they would kick the shit out of them on the spot, but nowadays, the music part of it, it's almost like you gotta use the music to propel yourself to where you get to the point to, you know what, you're doing shows and you're making the show money, because apparently that's where a lot of the money is at right now, merchandising, things of that nature. You know, what about shows? Do you do a lot of shows?
Actually, I'm trying to put myself in a position to get, you know what I'm saying, more shows. Actually, I do performances like at South by Southwest. You know what I'm saying, when it does hit. You know, I went here 2016, 2015 and stuff, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, I've done, you know, a few shows and trying to get more, you know what I'm saying. But I love when that South by Southwest come around, though, you know what I'm saying. Because it's a great opportunity to lock in with different people. But, man, you know what I'm saying, honestly, I'm just more on the streets with it, to be honest with you, the streets and the internet with it, you know what I'm saying, right now. I'm tackling all that, you know, and then it's me by myself, basically, you know what I'm saying, and so I'm, you know, touching all avenues whenever, you know, going in a circle, touching all avenues one at a time, I guess you could say, sort of.
Right, that's what's up. Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that, too. Like, we don't really hear a whole lot of features either. Like, I kind of put it in my mind that you was almost like a one-man army. You doing it on your own and shit. That's a good thing, too, because you don't need a whole bunch of old funny style-ass motherfuckers clouding your shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Real shit, man. A lot of people ain't got the same vision as I do with it, too, you know what I'm saying, that I notice. And so I mean, that like you said, that just fuck some shit off. Shit won't be the way I want it to be, and so I just, I'd rather create it on my own. I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? It'd be dope. It'd be dope to rock with other people that's about the shit for real.
Mhm. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with But if you keep doing it the way you're doing, you're gonna be able to do that anyway because you got the passion. You know what I'm saying? You got the grind for it. You ain't just like some dude that just bought a program and just said, "Hey, I can be a rapper. I got the kit. I'm from Oakland. I can just, you know what I'm saying? Like I can hear it in you. You know what I'm saying? I hear the struggle, and I feel the struggle because me and Prez go through the same shit, doing what we do right here. But having a show like you on, just man, make us feel real better to do it. So I really appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man, for sure, man. I appreciate y'all's show, man. I'm a fan of it too. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, so
we appreciate that, man, because you know what I'm saying. It's a platform, like I was saying earlier, that many folks don't have access to because you can't just call it Vlad or the Breakfast Club and like, hey, let me get on there. Well, you can actually. I'm sure you can if you go there with enough money, because a lot of these guys are just ridiculous with it. You know what I mean? They'll put out a video, it'll get 500,000 to 1 million views, and it'll be some nonsense like Nicki Minaj dumped so and so. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
I want substance. I want reality. I want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? In the artist's life versus...
And it ain't always got to be some controversy or some fuckboy shit for a motherfucker to look at it. Like, I want to look at your shit just as quick as I want to look at a fight video. See what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with looking at the fuck shit, because everybody want to see what's going on. You got to be well-versed and know what's going on around you anyway. But at the same time, I want to be able to, if somebody posts one of their songs on my page, I want to be able to be like, man, I'm finna run to it instantly and look at it. But a lot of times when I was being like that, I started looking at I felt like I was wasting my time. And time is the only thing we don't be getting back. You know what I'm saying? You can get money, you can lose that shit. You can make an album, you can make another album. You can always do all that type of shit, but you can't get that motherfucking time back. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So when you feel like you're wasting your time, man, I could have been doing something else than looking at your whack-ass bullshit. You still ain't tried to come on the show. You still ain't did this. You still ain't did that. You want me to approve this. You want me to do this. Everybody wants you to do something. Do it for your motherfucking self. You feel me? That's the only way you're going to get it.
And that's what I respect about you, A1, because you're out there, you know what I'm saying, you know what you have to do as an artist. You know what you have to do as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? You're out there doing it, and I commend you for doing it. Because a lot of these guys, they think it's all about just dropping a track on SoundCloud and getting a few likes, and they're stars all of a sudden. They don't understand the grind of the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they giving them all the prayers, and look, they giving them all the tools to be on some fuckboy shit too. They give them the Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? And then now they going live. They really think like, man, Facebook don't even let everybody go live. That's what people don't understand. They keep thinking something wrong with their phones, and they got to go get some, or they got to download the app again. No, Facebook got a restriction on how many people get to do the live right now. So you might get it, you might not get it. But the ones that get it, they think they doing something. Fuck that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, real
that shit ain't nothing.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd rather upload it to the YouTube channel.
Exactly. Like, you use the social media and the internet for what it's for, like, to benefit yourself. If the internet ain't benefiting you and you losing sleep because of the internet, like, because these motherfuckers be out here wondering about who posting what and who said, man, go kill yourself. You might as well get the fuck out of our way right now. You know, if you one of them type of motherfuckers, and these rappers, they the same way, though. They say, oh, yeah, we're going to do a track with you, we're going to do this and do that. But if you ain't pumping they shit, and 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to pump they shit because they not pumping it, then it's like, oh, man, what the fuck is going on, man? So don't fall into a trap by being famous off the internet either, though. You feel me, A1? You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers will try to eat you up, man. They use all your grind to try to get their shit on.
Yeah. That's real shit. That's real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They feel the heat. Just like this next track we're going to play, I Feel the Heat. But before we play that, what do you got coming out in the future we can look forward to?
Actually, I got this new project I'm putting together, you know what I'm saying? I got my sounds for it already, you know what I'm saying? I already picked out the beats and everything, man. It's going to be crazy, you know what I'm saying? I can honestly say that, though. And, you know, I haven't even thought of a name for it yet, to be honest with you, but all that's coming. And right now I'm just still trying to push this underworld out there on people because I know, you know what I'm saying, it still ain't, you know, a lot of people still haven't heard it, but they need to hear it, you know what I'm saying? And actually the hand-to-hand transactions also, you know. I still, you know, so I'm trying to push those two at the moment, but I am working on something new, though. So, you know, keep searching for A1 Yo, you know what I'm saying, peoples, and, you're going to, you know what I'm saying, you're going to run up on the new shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I'll tell you what, man, huge honor having you on the show. You know what I'm saying, we look forward to having you on again in the future. This is I Feel the Heat. Tell us all about this track. I thought it would be a perfect track to close out the show.
Well, with that one right there, actually, I just, you know, I just thought about the way things was going on in the world today, you know what I'm saying, and it just seemed like it's just getting even more heated up, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying, and so I, you know, was kind of searched, you know what I'm saying, found that little old beat. I felt that it was dope, but I wanted to keep it grimy at the same time, so I just, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody can feel the heat right now, you know what I'm saying, because it's going down.
Hell yeah, definitely. Well, once again, I want to thank you for coming on the show, A1 Yo. Hell of an episode. It's good to get a chance to, you know what I'm saying, know you and to hear your music, you know what I'm saying. And like I said before, we look forward to having you on again in the future. Everybody make sure you go to UGSforlife.com. Check out all the shows, you know what I'm saying. This Saturday, we got Underground Saturday Night, episode 7, you know, 9 p.m. Central. Then Sunday we got the Church of Reality. I think it's like 1:49 or 1:50. Sunday 9 p.m. Central as well. And then check back at UGSforlife.com and see who we're going to have on next week. This is I Feel the Heat, A1 Yo. Shout out to our guests. We're out of here. UGS for Life.